Hey, what's up guys? My name is Alois, and today I want to teach you guys a trick that you can do to win your lane as early as level 1. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing and leaving a like, as it is a win-win for both of us. And if you're interested in getting coached by me, check the description down below. Alright, let's dive into it. So the trick we're looking into today is a cheese, where we are going to look to zone off our opponents from the first 3 means worth of EXP, whilst we are still getting the EXP ourselves. So let's look at one quick example. We're playing against the Zed top. I thought it would be Akali. It doesn't matter whether if it is Akali or the Zed, the result will be the same. I do have MR runes, so let's take a look, right? Let's take a look at what happens. The minions come here, they're walking in. This guy is solo starting, we see him walking with the wave. If he were to walk up to the wave and start hitting right now, I could just come behind him and 100-0 him, right? That I could realistically do that. Now, he decides not to because he is patient. He's waiting for the minions to get a bit lower HP, which he should do. Now, I'm just patiently waiting. And now I see the minions are starting to get a bit low. He's trying to stay in XP range. I walk up now to try and zone him off, whilst I am still standing in XP range. And now I'm getting him off. He's walking a bit up because he wants the EXP. I fight him. I kite back a bit for the XP. He tries to walk up. And now I'm also looking to threaten his life, right? I space forward one more time to threat that I'm gonna flash an auto attack. He gets scared. He flashes out. I gain the EXP. He has missed. And this is already extremely good. Now, the reason why this is so good to do is because it will completely mess up the timers for your opponent to level up. Melee means give more EXP than casters, and now that he has missed the first 3, his timer to level 2 and to level 3 are very delayed, and that gives me free control in the laning phase, because whenever I'm a level above, he obviously cannot walk up. Now you might argue, but you are losing the gold from the last hit as well. This is true. However, try and place yourself in the shoes of my opponent, right? He has missed both the EXP and the gold, and you are only losing gold. Therefore, this is very good. Now, another important question. When can we use this trick? Short answer, basically whenever you are stronger level 1. Riven has one of the strongest level 1s, as she has 3 auto attack cancels that get extra damage from using her Qs and giving extra damage from her passive. Examples to avoid doing this against would be Darius, Olaf, Urgot and Fiora, as they generally have a stronger level 1 and can win the extended fights. But against a lot of other champions like tanks, some range champions, most of the other melee matchups and bad early game champions such as like Nasus and Kayle, this trick is very good to use. So, let's continue looking at this example. So, if we play this again, you see right here, I'm auto-attacking next to his casters, right? That means that these casters will actually aggro onto me. And as you can see right now, since I'm pathing downwards here, these minions are also stepping down with me. Now, even though I don't get the kill here, it's completely fine, because if you pay close attention, these minions are actually much closer to his side of the lane, right? Whereas mine are past halfway. What that means is that the next minion wave, so wave 2, is going to arrive much faster, right? His minions are arriving so much faster than mine, and that means that this wave is actually slow pushing towards me now. So the Zed has used his summoners, he has lost the EXP, and now the wave is actually also pushing towards me. Now, this doesn't happen every time, right? This time we were fighting close enough to the wave to make this happen, but as you can see, the Zed right now is in an impossible situation, because what are realistically his options right now? He could base, right? But he'll lose out on this full second wave as well, because the wave is slow pushing towards me, or he just has to lane and play from an EXP deficit, no summoners, and play the lane phase, right? So right here, the lane is already in a very hard spot for him, and on top of that, his jungler is pathing towards bot, so he cannot really fix this. So yeah, let's keep playing this out, let's see what happens. So I get my level 2, I'm trying to zone him from even more last hits, because he doesn't have his W yet, right? So I can look to do so, zone him from a bit more XP. And what I'm trying to do is never hit these minions so that it pushes back into Zed, right? If it pushes back into him now, he can play the lane again. But if it keeps pushing towards me, he is forced to walk up for every last hit that he wants, and that gives me the windows to look for kills. So I'm gonna keep playing in this pocket. Alright, put my ward down just in case the Fiddlesticks decides to come top. And I pop my last potion, so I'm just full HP. Right, wave's still pushing towards me. Now you also might recognize right here, the third wave comes, and I'm going to stand behind my minion wave, because I never want to like try and draw the aggro of this next minion wave before it crashes and aggros onto my minions, right? Because if I do let all these minions aggro onto me, and my minions aggro onto his minions, it might push back into him. So I want to make sure that this wave just keeps staying at a natural spot where it pushes into me. He walks up here a little bit too far, so I look for it, but unfortunately, whilst I flash, he gets his level 2, and that's why he gets out. It's okay, not the end of the world. I just lose my flash, it's okay. Okay, and we call it a bra moment, exactly. But I mean, as you see, right, the Zed is still in an impossible situation, because this wave is just slow pushing towards me, and he's forced to walk up for every last hit that he wants to. So now, I already get my level 3, we'll see he's still level 2, lovely. And this just goes on, right? So let's skip to the next wave. Nothing much really happens. I'm just still trying to zone him from every last hit that I possibly can. 921 CS. He obviously cannot farm. Alright. As you can see, this wave is still pushing towards me. So whenever the wave has crashed, meaning they are all aggroed to my mins, this is where I look to zone him from a bit more XP, right? Also, his W has a very long cooldown, so I can always try and punish him for walking up. Alright, still frozen at my side. Gotta thin out the wave a little bit now. The reason why I thin this out is because I never want this wave to get too big so that I cannot hold it anymore, right? So I thin it out a little bit here. I do use my Q, so I try and walk up. As you can see, this guy is still level 2. I'm always at level 4 now, right? And that's all from that level 1 trick that I did. Alright, he walks up for a last hit. My jungler path top. Dead. No flash, no W. He's just dead. And the best thing here is that this wave is actually still frozen at my side. I ping my Evelynn away as I don't want it to farm. As you can see, 2 CS, guys. 2 CS at minute 4. Completely game breaking, right? So now what do? We're not even forced to hard push this because it is still pushing towards me. So I can just recall here, as I should do. I think after this lesson I will recall. Yep, exactly. And now we're 19 CS to 2 CS. But even when we get back, as you see right here, this wave is still frozen at my side. It is still frozen here. So the Zed still cannot play the game. Unfortunately here, my wave is... Yeah, it went into the turret, so I can't really hold it here forever, right? So I'm just gonna try and thin it out as much as I can, but he still lost most of this wave, right? He still lost most of it. So right now it's just gonna slow bounce back into the Zed, but that is okay because I have such a big level lead that if I just slow push the wave into his turret, I should be able to get my level 6 and dive him again, right? And then what can he do? So okay, he unfortunately kills my Evelynn here. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Not sure what's happening. Okay. Alright, they get a 1-for-1, that's okay. Nothing else really happens here. Yeah, okay, that's just it. So, we come back to the wave, it's slow pushing towards the Zed. So again, right, we're looking to get level 6 and just dive the Zed again. So, I'm going to slow push this wave. I'm not going to hard push this, because I need level 6. This minion wave won't give me my level 6, so I'm going to slow push this wave, crush on this wave that's coming right here, and then look to dive. So, slow pushing, the Zed is level 3 still, 5 CS, I'm almost 40 CS, right? He walks up a little bit too far here, so I'll be looking to get a little trade in. Now it's even riskier for him to stay on the turret, right? The more damage you do before a dive, the riskier it becomes. I do use my Q here at a terrible spot, because I think if I just save up my Q, this dive would have been a lot cleaner. But still, level 6 against level 3, what is the Zed gonna do, right? So I do almost play it a little bit awkward here, because I cancel my auto attack here, but he ends up dying, I live, all good. Game over here, right? We're 44 CS against 5 CS, we're level 6 against level 3. His game is just completely over here. So, that's the first example. Let's take a look at another one. So, let's take a look at another example. This time we are playing against the Singed. Again, quite a weak level 1 champion, right? Now, there are 3 spots from blue side where you can look to cheese. Last game we were in the red bush right here, right? And blue side, there are more angles. You can look this push to try and cheese your opponents. You could look at this push right here if they're taking a more safe approach. Or alternatively, you could just stand in the third push and do the exact same thing, right? Here, since it's against the Singed, I'm just looking to face check here and see if I can spot him to get an early cheese. I don't find him, so I'm just going to put the ward here. And my goal is to try and sit in this bush and see if the Singed will path here after leashing, right? Now, he sadly spots me here, so he's going to take the route, he's going to take an alternative route. I spot him on my ward going here, so now I'm looking to cancel him again. But whilst I'm doing that, I'm also keeping close attention to the health of the minion, right? So here I see, okay, it's actually dropping low, so I need to get here quickly in order to still get the EXP myself whilst trying to zone him. So we're going here. Again, my goal is to try and zone him, and I think here he does a very smart thing, and he actually levels Fling to try and get me out of the EXP range. So yeah, I have to run here, but fortunately rather, I miss nothing. I get on top of him, I look for a trade. Now, try and keep attention of what these minions are doing, right? Again, they're pathing backwards. Now, since they're doing this, even though it was a tiny step, the wave position is still in a spot right now where his wave is going to arrive faster than my wave is at, right? So it's automatically slow pushing towards me, meaning that the Singed is forced to walk up for every last hit that he wants to, which is good for me, because then I can force free trades. So tries to go for last hits. I'm obviously going to try and zone him. And now my goal is to only go for the last hits when I really have to, right? To make sure this wave keeps pushing towards me. So this minion right now, it's not aggro by any means, so I'm not going to last hit it. So yeah, just jailing, trying to see if he can go for any last. Now, he's going for this last hit. I'm not going to contest it. The reason why is because if I do, I can only trade with my Qs here, right? But I don't want to be using my Qs on this means, because if I do that, the wave is of course going to be pushing back into him because I'm AoEing the wave. So I avoid that trade. Right? I cannot do anything there. He gets level 2. I get my level 2. Wave still pushing towards me. Alright, still not killing that minion because it's not aggroed by anything. Okay, now I do. Here I think I might have... Yeah, this is a bit of a mistake in hindsight. I think I thinned out the wave a little bit too much here. It's still okay, but I did thin it out more than I should have. Okay. Try it less than again at the last time. He's going for the means now, right? He only needs 2 more melee means to get level 3, where I still need a lot, but it's okay, because right now we're still just level 2. Sure, he can walk for the wave, but this is his mistake, and he flings me away. That's all good. Alright. He gets his level 3 first. Even though I'm still level 2, I need these 2 menace to get my level 3, right? It does not matter, just because the level 3 sinks doesn't really have kill pressure onto me, right? So, since he's still forced to walk for any last hit he does, I just walk up, press my ignite, get the movement speed, get my abilities back, and get a free kill. There you go, guys. And this is why this trick is so good, because again, it forces your opponents that are relatively weak in the early game to walk for any last hit, and that's how you can very easily find kill windows. Alright guys, that's it for me. I hope you all have learned some new things from watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.